Yes, graduates, welcome to Hard Talk Podcast with HTK. Fasten your seatbelts. Hey, users and subscribers, welcome back to another episode of Hard Talk with HTK. Boy, we have a few things to cover in this week's episode of Hard Talk. First of all, let's talk about this bridge. This bridge that has been named after Jack Dale. People of Guyana, how do you feel about the fact that your president has chosen to name this historic bridge after his vice president? I don't think I've ever seen anything kind of like this where, bridges are dedicated to living government officials. Usually it's people who have, passed on or they've done something so historical in the history of Guyana or in the history of a country that it would kind of make sense. Y'all telling me that there are no historical figures that are deserving of having the bridge erected in their name? I'm just wondering. Anyway, yeah, so this is what the president had to say, first of all.
As President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, it is my honor, my privilege, and indeed my duty to ask you who are seated to stand and give him a rousing ovation. And today, on behalf of a grateful people, I am pleased to dedicate this bridge in the name of Bar Jagdeo. From this day forward, it shall be called the Bar Jagdeo Demerara River Bridge. Because great men deserve recognition.
Many, of course, have very mixed emotions about the fact that Barrett Jagdeo is now the name of that bridge. It is, according to your president, a fitting tribute to the vice president as a result of his visionary leadership and lasting impact on Guyana's national transformation. Now, I agree with the fact that he is indeed a very good politician. Jagdeo has got that. I have been observing his involvement in politics, and he definitely is an astute and avid politician. However, to name a bridge of this magnitude on the basis of what? Political career? I do not understand. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm not gonna lie, people. It's a little bit mind blowing. It's such a self accolade for the PPP while they're in power. It's like they're petting their own shoulders. They're bigging up their own chests. It just sounds a bit strange to me. But anyway, take a listen to what this citizen of Guyana has to say about it.
Yeah, morning once again to my brothers and sisters. Morning. Top of the morning to everyone. I'm just here to address a quick thing, right? Because we see the new Harbour Bridge open more or less, I would say, today, finally open, right? But I'ma say this here too. What has Barrett Jagdeo has done? What is his contribution to this country? What is his contribution to this country that make Barrett Jagdeo think the Harbour Bridge should be the Barrett Jagdeo Demerara Harbour Bridge? What is your contribution to this country otherwise to being a great politician? Yes, I'm going to give you that. You like the Mike Tyson of politicians when it come to this country compared to the rest of politicians. You punching on a heavyweight while the rest of them punching on a lightweight. I'm going to give you that much. Right? I can't run away from that and I not stifle my conscience. When it comes to politics in the political arena, you beating up all the rest of politicians in them. Each and every one of them. Right? But what have you done? What have you done? What is your achievement for this country, bro? That you think you deserve such an accolade that the Harbour Bridge should be named after you? That the new Harbour Bridge should be named after you? What have you done? What is your achievement? There's my question. What is your achievement? What have you achieved since you in government? What you achieve for this country? When we talk about investors, the investors that you bring to this country give the sweeter deals, that gets the best deals on contract, walking with all our wealth. That is not an achievement, that's a giveaway. So name an achievement, name something that you have done that is significant, right? And that contribute to the well-being of my Guyanese brothers and sisters. Name something that you've done. The hospital, there's a chaos. That's not functioning right. Right? The roads in them that we doing wrong, the places which in its government job for do these roads. Majority of them broken up. I'll break down right now if you see how we break down mashing up. And many others that I drive on a daily basis. What is your achievement that make you think the Harbour Bridge, this new Harbour Bridge, should be named after you? What is your achievement? In depth in the country is not an achievement. In my book, that's a failure. In depth in the country is not an achievement. Because if we went to 2 point something billion, right, in debts, let me say 1992, 1993 give or take, right, and we get to 7 point something billion dollars in debts and counting, right, that is not an achievement, bro. That's failure. That's failure on my behalf. Right? My interpretation, that is failure. That is not an achievement. So what have you done again to deserve such an accolade? That you think that this bridge ought to name after you, bro? Go ahead. The 2 power ship that you bring together that we got paid them exuberant set of money to, that's not an achievement. That's not an achievement. Even the Harbour Bridge that you name after yourself, that's not an achievement. Because they set a loan that build that bridge, we got to pay it back. The Guyanese people got to pay back that money. Whether they like it or not. It's not an achievement. So what have you done that you think that is so rewarding to you that the Harbour Bridge should be named after you? What is your achievement? That's my question here today. What have you achieved? I'm not going to take away nothing. You're a great politician. Get respect where respect is due. You're a great politician. You know the game inside out. Are you like the Mike Tyson of politicians when it comes to this country? You punching in a different weight class compared to the rest of politicians. I'm not going to run away from that. Right? But beyond that, what is your achievement? What did you achieve for this country? What did you accomplish for this country? I tell you, acquiring debts is not an accomplishment. Acquiring debts is not an accomplishment. Right? Because as we all know, we're sinking in debts right now. And I'm telling you, I'll wait till an exam mobile ready for pull out to this place here, and then you're going to do the comparison to the debts that we're in right now currently and to the debts that we're going to be in when they're ready for pull out to this country. That is not an achievement. So what have you done again, that's my question, that you think you deserve to get your name on the Demowara Harbour Bridge? For me, it can always be the new Demowara Harbour Bridge. They ain't got no other name I could put it. And that's just my opinion, and that's how I can call it. The new Demowara Harbour Bridge. I'm sorry, I can't say Barjaggio, right? Demowara Harbour Bridge. Because it's not his. That's just me calling it how I see it. So you guys could call it how you want to see it. I can't influence your decision. Likewise, you can't influence my decision. Right? But what is Barrett's achievement for this country? What he achieved? Yeah? He's a humanitarian? No, he's not. He help out people? Hell no. Hell no. So what is his achievement? Make he think he could go and put his name at the Harbour Bridge. Eh? And there's what talking about. These politicians just get up and make decisions, and the country just gotta live with it. They make decisions, we gotta live with it. Yeah, I tell you, it's the same thing with the oil contract. They get up on one day and they decide to sign with the wild sign, and we gotta live with the mess. We gotta live with the mess. They don't consult us, they don't put nothing by us. They just do, and we gotta live with it. And this is, for me, there's not democracy, there's a dictatorship. That's how a dictator operates. They do, and you find it, you gotta live with it. That's how a dictator operates. What has Barrett done so that the Harbour Bridge could be named after him? What is his achievement? I'm gonna keep asking that question. And I know a lot of you sub drinkers gonna jump in here so right now. Jump in and tell me what your boss has done for he to have that name on the Harbour Bridge. I know we can't take it off. Let me say that. Right now we can't take it. When government change, of course he could remove it. But for right now, nobody can move it. But what is his achievement for those that will like troll and put up fake profile and stuff? What is his achievement for this country making name could go up on the Harbour Bridge? The country's sinking in debt as it is right now. It's sinking in a lot of debts as it is right now. Right? So my question again, what is Barrett's achievement make his name must go up on the Harbour Bridge? Down to the great late Dr. Chedi Jagan never give himself this sort of accolade. He never gave himself this sort of accolade. You know why? Because he was for the people. Dr. Chedi was for the people too. Even when he passed on and you wanted to give him accolade, right? Chedi accept it. But from what was made to understand when he was living, where he was living, they said the road to going to Dr. Chedi's house was very broken up. And he tell them, don't fix my road, fix the people in them road first. Fix the people in them road first. Don't fix my road. That's a great man. So again, what is Barrett's achievement for this country make he think he name gotta go by the Harbour Bridge? That's all you doing is getting yourself self-accolade, car nobody recognize that you have done anything great for this country, bro. But your sub drinkers and your followers and them, right? And your followers and them, but we all know that you have not done anything for this country. When you talk about investors, yeah, you bring a lot of the investors together, but guess what the investors do? You bring them with sweetheart deals. Deals that benefit the investors and that benefit the people of this country. Deals that benefit the investors and that benefit the people of this country. And that is not an achievement. Because anytime you find that you sign a deal and it's a lopsided deal which benefit one person and don't benefit the other partner, it's no deal at all. So that is not an achievement. So my question again, what is Barrett's achievement make he think that his name could be on the Demo Harbour Bridge? For me, it can always be the new Demo Harbour Bridge. It can always be the new Demo Harbour Bridge. Right? Ibrahim Traore, the world has recognized his greatness. So they offer him a humanitarian, right? They offer him the Nobel Peace Prize because the world recognized. He didn't ask it, and you see, he flat to refuse it because guess why? He said he don't need all those accolades. But you of yourself, take it on yourself and name the Harbour Bridge after you because you need accolades, right? You need people to probably say that, oh, Barrett did somebody did that. What is your achievement for this country, bro? Yeah, I could put it all, let me know this man achievement, make he think the Harbour Bridge had to name after him.
And while some may see this as progressive, many have been complaining about the short-sightedness of the bridge. For example, there is commentary on the fact that the bridge was open and all the vehicles have come off at a bottleneck where all the vehicles come off of the bridge, leading to a massive traffic congestion on the East Bank during the first day of its operations. The minister, Juan Edgehill, was observed directing traffic and appearing confused as motorists face long delays across the new structure. And this took place today, Monday, as in Monday morning, right? So here are images of the minister directing traffic just to try to make things go smoothly on the first day of its operations. To some, it's just a rush job, right? And there are also some safety concerns about this. Now, this is shocking considering that how many thousands of people were crossing the bridge on the night of its opening. Now, some even went as far as to saying that the bridge should have been named after Adriana Younge. I think you're kind of pushing it there. Yes, it is tragic what happened to Adriana, but I doubt very much that Adriana is the only child that has lost her life in tragic circumstances. And I would hate to level up one child's tragic passing over another. Remember, just the other day we had that stepson whose life was taken in horrible circumstances as a result of him using his stepfather's bike. Look at the man chop up the youth in his neck and kill him on spot. I mean, there are so many horrific stories, and these are people's realities, people's pain and mourning, that I do not think it would be fair to necessarily name the bridge after Adriana Younge, even though she has had such a global impact. So, yes, the bridge has brought a lot of controversy, and the whole thing about the traffic congestion is the biggest bugbear so far. But indeed, the government has responded very quickly to this. Take a listen.
The bridge will see a continual flow of traffic uninterrupted. There will be no stoppage of traffic in the morning or in the afternoon. We have moved from a 2-lane bridge to a 4-lane bridge. We used to close off the bridge for double-lane traffic to clear the volume and the congestion in the mornings and in the afternoons. There are no priority lanes. There are no priority lanes, and the bridge will not be closed for one side to park and the other side to go. There will be 2 lanes of traffic flowing continuously. So nobody needs to rush out of work or to leave home early in the morning unnecessarily to go and join a line to cross the bridge. The days for that is over. And that is why we will have built what is now known as the Barajabio-Demerara River Bridge. Everybody just needs to practice the 5 C's, and everybody will get where they are going. At all times, crossing the Barajabio-Demerara River Bridge will be swifter and faster than the old Demerara River Bridge. It took me 2.5 minutes at 80 from one end of the bridge to the other end of the bridge. 2.5 minutes exactly. You get to the approach road and you continue. We're asking for consideration, and we're asking for responsible behavior. The approach road to the old Demerara River Bridge and the northern carriageway will be improved to connect to the new bridge. We want to put everybody's fears to rest. The culture before the double-lane traffic start, where you have to speed on the East Bank Highway, and it's over. The culture that we had for the people of the West Side coming to Georgetown for work or for business, you had to get there before it. Just use the road in keeping with the rules, the speed limits, and the roundabouts. You may have some amount of slow movement at peak in the roundabouts, but everybody will keep moving. And the police will not be blocking traffic anymore at the roundabouts. The roundabouts going to be allowed to flow. But if you misuse the roundabout, the police will be there.
And so, in other news, we have now heard that Nazar and Azrudin Mohammed have been indicted in U.S. court of 11 counts of wire and mail fraud and money laundering. The sanctioned father and son businessmen, Nazar Mohammed and Win Party leader Azrudin Mohammed, have been indicted by a grand jury in the U.S. Southern Florida District to face charges of wire and mail fraud and money laundering. Most of the charges are related to gold exports to the United States by Mohammed's enterprises, which is owned by the two. The indictment is a 12-page long document, and it contains 11 various counts related to mail and wire fraud and money laundering allegations. So, yes, indeed, if you go to the OFAC website, there is Azrudin Mohammed's name. The fact that he is on the sanctions search list confirms that he has indeed received a sanction. Boy, this is some terrible news. Now, according to the document, it claims here that the charges or the general allegations against Nazar and Azrudin Mohammed, one being that the defendant, Nazar Mohammed, is a citizen of Ghana and the 90% owner of the company, Mohammed's Enterprise, and the other defendant, Azrudin Mohammed, being a citizen of Guyana, is the 10% owner of the company, Mohammed's Enterprise. That Mohammed's Enterprise was a gold wholesaler and exporter based out of Guyana that sold gold to buyers primarily in Miami and Dubai. The Guyana Revenue Authority collected taxes in Guyana and charged a tax of approximately 2% on exported gold. The GRA charged taxes and duties on certain luxury vehicles imported to Guyana of over 100% the value of the vehicle. The GRA was an agency of the Guyana government. Now, based on reading this, it's clear to me that it's about fraud more than anything else. Count 1 was the conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud from as far back as 2017, continuing through on or about June 11, 2024. That both Nazar and Azrudin did knowingly and with the intent to further the objects of the conspiracy combine, conspire, confederate, and agree with each other and others, known and unknown to the grand jury, to commit offenses against the United States. They claim that they intended to defraud, devise, and intend to devise a scheme and artifice to defraud and obtain money and property by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, knowing that the pretenses, representations, and promises were false and fraudulent when made, and did knowingly transmit and cause to be transmitted by means of wire communication in interstate and foreign commerce, certain writings, signs, signals, pictures, and sounds for the purpose of executing the scheme and artifice. Wow. So they charge them for this. Then there's also the allegation of the purpose of the conspiracy. It's about Nazar and Azrudin entering into agreements on behalf of Mohammed's Enterprise to sell thousands of kilograms of gold per year from Guyana to buyers in Miami and Dubai. That they also willfully avoided taxes and royalties on a second shipment. That they reused empty boxes with intact GRA and GGB seals for shipments of gold to make it appear that Mohammed's Enterprise had already paid Guyana taxes and royalties on shipments of gold, when in fact they had not paid them on those particular shipments of gold. So a whole heap of evasion of taxes and duties that ought to be paid. There are counts 2 to 5 of wire fraud as well. They then also listed quite a few wire transmissions from October 2021 through to February 2023 with various electronic mails that were sent from Nazar Mohammed, to the people who were the proposed buyers in Miami and Dubai. That Azrudin Mohammed in particular did knowingly and with intent to defraud, intend to devise a scheme to defraud and obtain money and property by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises. So, all about basically trying to defraud somebody who wanted to buy the gold when them not exist. That is basically what it's all about. They also listed a description of mailing from January 13th, 2021 to June 2023 with shipments of empty wooden boxes containing GRA and GGB seals. Oh boy, which is a violation of the United States Code, sections 1341 and 2 of Title 18. They then gave, for count 10, a conspiracy to commit money laundering. Count 11, they talked about mail fraud. They also had forfeiture allegations. The property directly subject to forfeiture as a result of the alleged offenses includes but is not limited to the following: a shipment containing approximately $5.3 million in gold bars shipped from Ghana by Mohammed's enterprise, seized at Miami International Airport on June 11, 2024. So, boy, this does not look good at all. It doesn't look good. It's clear that the United States thinks that there is sound evidence to show that fraud took place. And as such, one can only wait to hear what the outcome of this case is going to be. But he is sanctioned. It is on the sanctions list that Azrudin Mohammed is listed there, and also his father. This not look good at all. This is dread. This is very dread. Guys, do you think that he's going to be indicted and sent back to the United States for some kind of sentencing? Because as far as I know, there can be criminal liability, which can result in a fine of maximum 1 million US dollars, or it could be a prison term of not more than 20 years, or both. Either way, it would mean that Azim Mohammed and his father would not be able to have any transactions or dealings with an entire country or region. Now, this does not stand well for the opposition leader. The swearing in has yet to have taken place. I'm wondering if this is exactly what the PPP was waiting on while there was this delay. Now, they are still within their rights to delay, I think, right up until November. But, I'm wondering if it's a tactical delay because this is what them a wait pan for get rid of Azim Mohammed from Parliament. Because can you be sanctioned and still stand in Parliament? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound good for diplomatic relations, much less economic ones. Now, the little research that I have managed to do when it comes to the Guyana Constitution, there is no law in Ghana which prevents a sanctioned person from forming a political party and being an actual presidential candidate. Nor is there a law to prevent a sanctioned person from being an MP. So it seems to me as though Azim Mohammed is still within his rights to be a political representative of the people, as long as he's doing that on Guyanese soil. But to think that you have already lost $5.3 million worth of gold bars that's being seized by the United States. Hopefully, they take that as a cancellation of whatever fine they may give. I don't know how it's going to work out, but let us keep our eyes peeled to this case as time progresses. All right, let's lighten up the mood. What is it about women, and why is it that women like to criticize other women's bodies, what they do with their bodies? We feel like we need to police their bodies and how they present themselves. So I came across this post and I found it so hella interesting. Of course, it's Goblet Nation again. He always comes out with some gems. Take a listen to what he has to say about this Guyanese queen champion, Joney, who for her birthday posted some delectable pictures.
It's funny? Girls hating on you. Some of them never even line with me, they hate with me. Some girls young than me, hating on me. Some girls being a chick or a child, hating on me. Some boys with balls who wanna be girls, hating on me. It's why do y'all? It's what the champion do y'all. All I do is take out a picture and show it up on me Facebook and there's upset y'all. What is it? Y'all come off of me, I can keep doing things to get y'all vexed. Some of y'all young than me don't even look like fucking me. Some of y'all old like me and don't even look like me. Some of y'all young like me don't even look like me. Some of y'all ain't got a chicken or a fucking child and don't even look like me, bitches. What is it? Why is y'all hating and enjoying life? But you know what? Can't stop y'all from hating. Cause when you're doing good, you got to fucking talk. But y'all hating on me, y'all man loving me. See if one of y'all man send this to me. Thank you, baby. Plus, you see what I get? A late birthday gift with some hundreds, some US. Fuck y'all. Thank you, Daddy. Imagine some of y'all sit home hating on me. And then in another man country enjoying life. Oh, fuck with you. What is it? Oh, y'all don't allow me. Like, allow me, okay?
Doors are closing.
Allow me, let me live my life. I love me. I love me. Hey, I love me.
That has got lots of tongues wagging. Take a listen for yourself.
You can't please people yet. You can't please people. You're fat, they say you look sour. You're fine, they say how you got AIDS. You're living your life, showcasing your blessing, they say you like show off yourself. You can't please people. Jesus Christ, we're going on with human being. Champion Joney showcasing your body for your body. Because me know how old she be, but she showcasing your body for your body, showcasing your good look, showcasing your nice good up self and your vex. You know how much you can't put on a T-back panty and take out a picture? You can't put on a T-back panty and take out a picture. Because some of you, when you look between your leg, you're giving GPL a fucking run for blackout. When you look at your body's 127 damnation, bap, connect the fucking that like if you're playing snake a ladder upon your body. Some of you giving banana a fucking run for speckle. And you can't do these kind of things. So when you see another woman showcasing her body, showcasing her beauty, take that as an example and fix yourself. Let that be your motivation. And it's woman like Champion Joney, this jealous Joney. Why some of y'all women are so fucking treacherous and conniving to your matty woman? If Champion Joney want to show your pokies, not Champion Joney fucking business. Come on, man. Me can't stand this back and forth and this backbiting behavior. You know what your problem is? Let me tell you what your problem is. Is that Champion Joney pancake showing. And y'all man liking Champion Joney picture. So this will get you there. Well, you could go put on T-back panty and show your man your pokey too. Look how you scared up me for the show. Watch. Just now your man will watch me pokey and get excited. Watch. Yeah, I could do the same thing too. Some of y'all suffering from low self-esteem. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that because society make it look like as if it's bad. Live your fucking life for please you. Don't please a soul. At the end of the day, it's you alone and dead. And it's your alone company face of the earth. Don't please a soul. If you feel for wear your nice altar back and your little piece of pants, don't even give a fuck how much color your skin got. Go out there and showcase your body. They're going to watch at you for 5-10 minutes and then they're going to move away. They're going to look for another opponent. These people are a minority of fucking demons. You understand me? Leave this woman alone. She is a woman that have kids. And having kids and still maintaining a good body is very hard. You see she got any stretch mark? No. Like I said, take something out your fucking page and fix your life. I got 9 children. 9 children I got to watch. Me even got no stretch mark. It left little lap over skin and thing. But look here. Man, you go fucking treacherous fucking people.
So y'all hear it for yourself. Left the Uber alone, people. Leave her alone. If that is what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I ain't gonna put my patty cake on display for nobody, no matter what birthday is going on, because I am a married woman and that patty cake is just for my husband's pleasure, his sight alone. But these young girls, they're just different. They're different. But I ain't gonna hate. She looks nice. And people can be criticizing her little rolls and whatever little stomach she has. She push out her baby. She never dash with none. That's a natural body. Some of you people are busy doing body and the body not doing. The body not bodying. You understand? She look quite good to me. But anyway, big up on a nice clean self. If you've made it this far into the video, do not forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button, especially if you are new to my channel. Click that bell so you are notified anytime I drop a video. This is your girl, Head Teacher K, and I'm out. Bye.